Hello and welcome to today's video where we will explore the recent decision by El Salvador to adopt Bitcoin as a legal currency alongside the US dollar. This is a historic and unprecedented move that has sparked a lot of debate and controversy in the global financial community. What are the reasons behind this bold experiment? What are the potential benefits and challenges for this Central American country and its people? And what are the implications for the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? Let's find out. What is Bitcoin and why did El Salvador choose it? Bitcoin is a digital currency that was created in 2009 by an anonymous person or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin is not issued or controlled by any central authority, but rather operates on a decentralized network of computers that use cryptography to verify transactions and secure the system. Bitcoin transactions are recorded in a public ledger called the blockchain, which ensures transparency and prevents fraud. El Salvador is a small country of about 6.5 million people, with a GDP of around $27 billion. It has been using the US dollar as its official currency since 2001 after abandoning its own currency, due to hyperinflation and economic instability. However, the dollarization has also brought some drawbacks, such as dependence on US monetary policy, high remittance fees, and limited access to financial services for many Salvadorans. According to President Nayib Bukele, who proposed and pushed for the Bitcoin law in June 2021, adopting Bitcoin as legal tender will bring several benefits to El Salvador, such as increasing financial inclusion. About 70% of Salvadorans do not have a bank account or access to formal credit, according to the World Bank. By using Bitcoin, which only requires a smartphone and an internet connection, more people will be able to participate in the digital economy and access financial services. Reducing remittance costs. Remittances are money transfers sent by migrants to their families back home. They account for about 20% of El Salvador's GDP, one of the highest ratios in the world. However, sending money across borders can be expensive and slow, with fees averaging around 6.5% of the amount sent, according to the World Bank. By using Bitcoin, which enables fast and cheap payments across borders, remittance costs could be significantly reduced, saving millions of dollars for Salvadorans. Attracting foreign investment. President Bukele has also promoted Bitcoin as a way of attracting foreign investors and entrepreneurs to El Salvador, especially from the crypto community. He has offered tax incentives, legal guarantees, and even citizenship to those who invest in Bitcoin or move their businesses to the country. He has also partnered with several companies, such as Strike, Bitso, and Athena, to provide infrastructure and services for Bitcoin adoption. How does Bitcoin work in El Salvador? On September 7, 2021, El Salvador officially became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, meaning that anyone can use it to pay for goods and services, taxes, or debts in the country. The law also states that every economic agent must accept Bitcoin as payment when offered by whoever acquires a good or service. The exchange rate between Bitcoin and the US dollar will be freely established by the market. The state will provide alternatives that allow the user to carry out transactions in Bitcoin and have automatic and instant convertibility from Bitcoin to US dollar if they wish. The state will promote the necessary training and mechanisms so that the population can access Bitcoin transactions. To facilitate Bitcoin adoption, the government has launched its own digital wallet app called Chivo, which means cool in Salvadoran slang. The app allows users to send and receive payments in Bitcoin or dollars, convert between the two currencies at any time with no fees, and withdraw cash from a network of 200 ATMs across the country. The government also gave $30 worth of Bitcoin to every citizen who downloaded and registered on the app. However, not everyone is obliged or willing to use Bitcoin in El Salvador. The law allows businesses and individuals to opt out of accepting Bitcoin if they lack the technology or knowledge to do so. Moreover, many Salvadorans are skeptical or opposed to using Bitcoin, citing its volatility, complexity, and security risks. According to a recent poll by UCA, a local university, about two-thirds of Salvadorans disagree with the Bitcoin law, and more than 80% have little or no confidence in using it. What are the challenges and risks of El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment? El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment is not without challenges and risks. Some of the main ones are technical issues. On the first day of implementation, the Chivo app suffered several glitches and outages that prevented users from downloading it, registering, or making transactions. The app also received many negative reviews and complaints from users who reported errors, delays, or losses of funds. The government blamed the problems on high demand and server capacity and said they were working to fix them as soon as possible. Volatility. Bitcoin is known for its high price fluctuations, which can make it difficult to use as a medium of exchange or a store of value. For example, on the same day that El Salvador adopted Bitcoin, the price of the cryptocurrency dropped by about 10%, wiping out millions of dollars in value. While the Shivo app allows users to convert their Bitcoin to dollars at any time, this may not be enough to protect them from sudden swings or losses. Regulation. El Salvador's Bitcoin law has also raised concerns among international regulators and financial institutions who fear that it could pose risks to the country's financial stability, monetary sovereignty, and compliance with anti-money laundering and counterterrorism financing standards. For instance, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, which is negotiating a $1 billion loan with El Salvador, has warned that the Bitcoin law could entail legal, economic, and financial issues. Similarly, the World Bank, which declined to assist El Salvador with the Bitcoin implementation, has said that it could have environmental and transparency shortcomings. Opposition. El Salvador's Bitcoin law has also faced domestic opposition from various sectors of society, such as civil society organizations, opposition parties, labor unions, and human rights groups. They have criticized the law for being rushed, undemocratic, and unconstitutional, and have demanded its repeal or reform. They have also organized protests and filed lawsuits against the law, arguing that it violates the rights and interests of the Salvadoran people. What are the implications for the future of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment is a milestone for the cryptocurrency movement, which has been growing in popularity and adoption around the world. It is also a test case for other countries that may be interested in following its example or exploring other forms of digital currencies. Some analysts and experts believe that El Salvador's move could pave the way for more innovation and inclusion in the global financial system, especially for developing countries that face challenges such as inflation, currency devaluation, capital controls, or financial exclusion. They also think that it could boost the credibility and legitimacy of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as alternative forms of money that can compete or coexist with traditional currencies. Others are more cautious or skeptical about El Salvador's move, arguing that it is too risky or premature to adopt a volatile and unregulated currency as legal tender. They also doubt that it will bring significant benefits or solutions to the country's economic and social problems, and warn that it could backfire or isolate El Salvador from the international community. In any case, El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment is a fascinating and unprecedented phenomenon that will have important consequences and lessons for the future of money and finance. Whether it succeeds or fails, it will certainly generate a lot of attention and debate in the coming months and years. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on technology, innovation, and society. And don't forget to leave your comments below. What do you think of El Salvador's Bitcoin experiment? Do you think it will work or not? And would you like to see your country adopt Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency as legal tender? Let us know your thoughts. See you next time.